This is one of the more well-known parks in Gloucester Township, known as Veterans Park, which is attached to our municipal building here. Senior Center is right there, and it's along Choose Landing Road. This is where the tree is lit. This year we called it the Holiday Village, I believe, not the tree lighting ceremony. They're one and the same. This park has a lot of play areas for children. All the rubber flooring. There are bike racks here if you rode your bike to lock it up. A lot of benches around. And there's also a trail that goes around here. It is a half a mile long trail. So some kids using the park, which is awesome. It's a nice day out here, even though it's winter. There's plenty of swings. Some infant swings, some ADA swings, and regular. And this play set here is pretty massive, and there's a lot of room for kids to run on, and I've seen some kids having a great time here at this park. My daughter was one of them, so I've been here several times with her. Off in the distance over there is a big gazebo, which is where they'll hold movie nights. This park is also where we hold Gloucester Township Day and some other events that go on here. I believe you're able to rent the gazebo out if you go into maybe the clerk's office. There's a message board. You can get some stuff for upcoming events. These seem to all just be out of date here because Christmas just passed. And these bathrooms were added, I believe it was 2017, maybe 2018. I'm sure they're locked, but I can imagine it's just a bathroom inside. The cost of this bathroom, probably, if you could say however much your house was, that's probably how much this bathroom cost us. So off in the distance over there, there are basketball nets. We'll take a walk all the way down there. You can kind of see the path that goes around. So this is the other end of the trail that goes around here, the walking path. This part here, you go around this loop to make the path that goes around it exactly a half mile. I guess originally when they put it in, it wasn't a half mile, and they just figured out adding this would make it a half mile to easily keep track of how many miles you walked. So these basketball courts here have some benches off the side. They're in good shape here. Lines painted on them. I know these are used very often. I always see people out here. So this is definitely one of those parks that everyone knows. And if you're told that we have all these great parks in Gloucester Township, you might think that there's more of these type of parks scattered around that you're just not aware of. But that's what this little video tour was all about, was seeing what parks we actually do have out there. And there's not a whole lot that are this large and nice, but yeah, again, I always believed it because I was told it, and to verify it for myself, and now for all of you, I know that that's not exactly the case, but we do have a couple nice ones out there. I'm going to look a little bit more into the baseball fields and the hockey fields because I'm not exactly sure how they all work with funding and who pays for what. You can look up their 990s, which is a nonprofit organization's, tax returns. And when you look into those, they do a lot of revenue. Like, the hockey fields, for instance, were off the top of my head, it was close to $900,000 in revenue. So who pays for the I don't know, who pays for all of it? Does the town provide it and then they upkeep it, or do we upkeep it as well? And who owns these nonprofits? And you know, the misconception of a nonprofit, yeah, they might be from a tax standpoint nonprofit, but there's definitely profit that can be made. But where is it being spent, I guess, is the question. You know, it doesn't look like any of them are you know, drawing a salary, but what are the expenses and what are we paying for? What does the nonprofit pay for? Just a curiosity question. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of our parks in Gloucester Township, and thanks for taking a look at them.